please? Whew. What's this? A sword from the show? Uh-huh. That's right, Your Honor. This type of sword is in the sword stand on the stage. During the trick, Miss Wright was supposed to swap the weird sword for a rubber sword. And she told us on record that she remembers very clearly that she did. Alright. So the sword the defendant thrust into the coffin was a rubber sword, right? But then why was a steel sword found lying on the stage? Somebody must have put a steel sword there by swapping it with a rubber one. Just as the incident occurred, the dragon set piece fell, and the theater was evacuated. The real culprit must have used the resulting chaos to swap the rubber sword for the steel one. Do you not know to give up, bitch nigga? That is not possible. Blood was found in the coffin hole that the sword was thrust into. It must have been left there when the accuser withdrew the sword. This is incontrovertible proof that the sword she used was a steel one. Oh yeah? No. But that blood could be the result of someone tampering with the crime scene after the fact. After the piece fell and the audience was cleared out of the theater, there was plenty of time for somebody to plant the blood there. Bullshit. If the sword the accuser used was a rubber one, then when exactly do you propose the victim was killed, given that Mr. Reese was alive when he entered that coffin? Finding the answer to that question is precisely why we need to continue this trial. Whoa, oh shit, we need to continue this trial. It makes sense in my opinion. By all accounts, it is certainly reasonable to suspect the defendant based on the evidence. But as to the question of whether the sword the defendant used was rubber or steel, I believe further discussion is warranted, as just we hear from the defendant herself on this issue. Alrighty then, Your Honor. Hell yeah, I saved it, somehow. Too close for comfort, but still. Time for the updated. Oh, it's probably just blood after. Okay. Let's adjourn for a brief 15-minute recess. I advise the prosecution and the defense to use this time to prepare. Whoo! Oh my gosh. April 28th. District Court. Defendant Lobby. Number 3. Whew! That was hairy. Tell me about it. We barely made it through that shit. I can't stand praise about that prosecutor Satamati either. You know, with the way he says, let it go, as if it's nothing. Let it go, eh? Oh boy, I'm entering a sick conclave of my villains or something? Gosh, next week's scheme in the works already? What the fuck do you want? Keeping that face, champ, and no one's gonna change the channel. Look this way, Trucy. Now smile for the camera. Let's see those pearly whites. Isn't that what Mary Creed tells you to do? How's it feel, Trucy? Everybody online can't stop talking about you. They're calling you a real witch up there. Could this be the end of Trooper Mary? Go away, you asshole! Oh, what's this? Someone just charged into the frame. It looks like a yellow gorilla or something. Could it be Trucy's pet? Oh shit. Filming is prohibited outside this courthouse. I mean, inside this courthouse. You want to get the bailiff on your ass? Huh? Filming? Man, what are you talking about? I don't even have a camera on me. What? What happened to the camera? It just disappeared before our very eyes. It's almost as if he's in a video game or something. I'll be enjoying the rest of the Tracy show from the gallery. I put a call out for Tracy's fans to come and support her earlier, by the way. But I'll get some great footage out of them. This is gonna be good. Hang loose, baby. Call some Tracy's fans? But for what purpose? Apollo? The thing Mr. Ennis just did. That was some type of sleight of hand. Huh? Why would he know how to do something like that? I don't know, but he definitely has some serious magic skills. No way. But I thought he said magicians were all a bunch of good for nothings. Mr. Lawyer? Oh, what's up, Bonnie? Can I help you with something? Oh, well, there's something that's been bothering me. Really? What's up? Well, you see... Hey, dumbass, what are you listening to a Lost Boy about? Betty? Who the fuck do you think you are? Are you crazy? You want a piece of this shit? You know if you're talking to me first, please. Do or say anything, you dumbass. But I... Shut up, you dumb bitch. Jesus Christ. I wonder what that was about. There's no way we're finding out with that Betty constantly hovering over like that. Corey is about to reconvene. Will you be alright testifying? Yeah, it's just... I wonder Miss Wren sets up his sleeve. I doubt he's bringing in actual fans. Yeah, probably not. What the hell is this dude planning? He better be trying to get under Tracy's skin right now of all times. You're Tracy Wright and you'll be fine. Oh. There goes Paul with his dumbass best trick. Yeah, that's right. Whenever I'm feeling down, I always gotta tell myself I'm fine. Alright, I'll give it a try. I'm Tracy Wright and I'm fine. Thanks, Polly. I think I can do this now. Yeah, girl. Good luck up there on the stand. You'll do great. Thanks, I'll be fine. I can do this. Alright, Justice. You can do this too. Time to focus on the rest of the trial. Alright, I guess it's gonna be like a one-dayer. That's cool. Looks like investigating again. April 28th, District Court, Courtroom number 6. Court is back in session. Tracy Wright, magician. Here comes the liar, the deceitful little bitch. Put that bitch in jail. The last member of that criminal troupe. Boo, we don't want to see you on stage. Everyone relax. The gallery will shut the hell up or I'll beat all over your motherfucking asses. Whoa, what's with all the hecklers? I bet the fans with Ren's invited. What a grade A asshole. You know, he's not gonna psych us out. Alright then, Miss Wright. This court would like to know if you switched from the steel sword to rubber one on stage. So please testify about this issue. She's just gonna try and trick us again with her magic. We're being convicted of this bitch already. Give me a death penalty. Shut up, every one of you. I won't tell you again. Anyway, damn, this judge really is, you know, he cracks down. I wonder what the judge's actual name is. Like, his text box just says judge. I should look up on the wiki. I'd like to make a small request. How about, instead of testifying with words, I show you exactly what happened. Would that be alright, Your Honor? You could witness my stupendous sword messing magic and magic judge and judge did. In spite of everything, she's still smiling. Alright, she's amazing, isn't she? She sure is. She's doing it up just fine up there. A true entertainer always keeps a smile on their face. That's the Magician's Creed. Magician's Creed 4, Black Flag. Now we're Magician's Creed Syndicate. Magical Magician Go Tracy Wright. Watch carefully now, everybody. Am I just gonna watch? Ladies and gentlemen, please focus your attention to this sword. Let me demonstrate just how sharp this blade truly is. That's pretty impressive hand-eye coordination. See that? No tricks or gimmicks. A very sharp sword indeed. Now then, ladies and gentlemen, watch as I take this sword and... Presto Swordo! There, I switched it. And now... Hup. As you can see, the blade is not steel, but rubber. Alright. Bravo, Miss Rice! Whoa, she switched them in a flash. I couldn't even see her do it at all. She's clearly turned the room around. The heck was being drowned out by all the cheering. Where does Steel Sword vanish off to, Miss Wright? In order to deepen our understanding of this case, please tell us if you would. I'm not asking out of mere curiosity, just so you know. I usually have the Steel Sword backstage when I switch them during the show. So when you thrust the rubber sword into the coffin, the Steel Sword wasn't even on stage, but behind the curtain. Exactly. So you see, there is a trick in getting 2 out after all. As for where the Steel Sword went while I performed the trick just now, it's a secret. Wouldn't want to spoil the magic for you now, would I? Ho ho ho! That's our Tracy. Yeah, still. Miss Wright, part where you spun around. That's an actual part of the sword switching trick you do for the show, isn't it? Right. The other parts, like the apple, were just helping my explanation in here in court. That's funny. I think I finally get to see your testimony. Did you? And it looks like I'm not the only one. I don't know what it's doing there. But now that I found it, I've got to get to the bottom of it. Alright then, young Justice, you may now cross-examine me. But don't ask dumbass questions to spoil the magic. Bitch, I thought this was supposed to be my cross-examination. I mean, so how is it gonna work? Don't worry, I practiced the trick 1,000 times. That's true, Apollo. You have to give Tracy some credit. She knows what she's doing. I know, but it still makes me nervous every time. But that's what magic is all about. A truly great magician. To make our audience experience all the kinds of thrills and chills. I guess you're right. I better try not to interrupt her too much with this trick. Nope, I'm gonna have to press you every time, because I have no idea this contradiction. Hold it right there. Miss Wright! Please don't swing that big dangerous thing around. Somebody could get hurt. Apollo, please don't shout when I'm switching said blade around. Somebody could get hurt. Oh. Yeah, sorry about that. Couldn't help myself. You should know better than to talk to me when I'm on stage. Mr. Justice, I'll see you in my chambers after court is adjourned. For an ass whooping. Let's just watch quietly, shall we? Yeah, sure. Go ahead and do your little thing. See that? No, yeah, hold it right there. So it's definitely a real sword, right? Now, Apollo. I know you're excited, but you have to control yourself. Mr. Justice, if you need to interrupt this wonderful magic show again, I swear to God, I will beat your ass. Judge seems to be completely taken in by Tracy's magic. Yep, it's like she's cast a magic spell over him. We're not her anymore. You won't! You won't! Do it! I dare you! I dare you! You've never once been penalized. Okay, there was one case in one of the games where you get penalized for pressing. And I doubt this is... Oops, I did it again. Oh shit, there's no way. I've had up to here, Apollo. Can't you just inquire like a big boy? Sorry about that. I got a little worked up. Apollo. Now, boys and girls, watch carefully. Please don't kick the seat in front of you. Okay. Whoo! I told you. So you switched swords when you spun around just now. That's right. It's the same way I do the trick in the actual magic show too. But I'm also doing a lot of extra things I won't do during the show right now, though. Key point is the sword switching. Only because Sushi did it during the actual show too. Right, pretty that she switched it then during it. Oh, okay. How should I go about handling this? Miss Wright, please continue your testimony. Or your trick or whatever. We need to prove that she switched swords. Oh, okay. It's probably in the footage, right? In the video. Okay. I'm gonna press the rest of the statements anyway, though. I'm gonna press these 3 words. Watch out! Ah! What do you think you're doing, Apollo? But you're putting yourself in danger. I could just stand by and not say anything. Mr. Justice, you're putting your head in danger of meeting my gavel. Apollo, you better apologize before you become this case's next victim. I'm very sorry, everyone. How the hell did it come to this? Alright. What is not feel but rubber? Okay. So I'm supposed to... Wait, so am I just supposed to contradict her, or...? Whoa, that's incredible! When the hell did you switch them? Huh? But I explained it once already. Could you, show it to me again? Sure. But remember, a magician doesn't usually share secrets. So this is a very special exception. And I'm very grateful for your generosity. Yeah. What's it, Apollo? You're thinking about the way Tracy moves during a trick. You know, like movements. Okay, let's do a story, Tracy. Okay. Uh-oh. Trucy, you didn't spin. Oh no. Trucy, you didn't spin. Oh shit. This is where she does it, right? No. Right here. This is it, right? She didn't spin around like she did in the video. So... Trucy, what's going on? Miss Wright, there's something I'd like to confirm with you. Well, what is it, Apollo? There seems to be a discrepancy between the way you performed the trick for just now and the way it appears in the show footage. What? But that can't be. I performed exactly the same way both times. What the hell's going on here? Miss Wright, I have the show footage right here. And the part where you tore your cape around is missing from it. What? But I did it. So, it really is the exact moment you switched the swords? Yes, that's right. Yeah, I knew it. Lord help me with this one. Well, I certainly never expected the defense to expose the accuser's life for me. Mr. Justice, does this mean that you are arguing that the defendant did not stop the swords during the actual magic show? No, Your Honor, that was my intention. I mean, I did stop them. I know I did. I'm absolutely sure of it. Human memory is unreliable at best, but in this case, I am afraid that it is the witness herself who cannot be trusted. We can see the footage for ourselves. The claims of this witness are false. But... now that it has been proven to the accuser that did not stop the sword, it means that the use of the steel sword to pierce the coffin was wholly intentional. And by the way, was it not you, Mr. Justice, who argued that Mr. Reese's death was not an accident but murder? I assume you have no objections to that still. It was, after all, your own assertion. The defense, The defense has an objection. To you, Apollo Justice! I demand you withdraw the discrepancy you pointed out just now. But there is a discrepancy, and it's gotta mean something, I'm sure of it. The defense team kindly saved their spat until after court is adjourned. Anyways, after all this debate, it seems we've come back around to the original argument. The defendant knew about the prank plan that would place the victim inside the coffin. What's more, the defendant did not perform the sword-switching trick on stage. Through her actions, I'm afraid I have come to see the true intentions of the accused. Her murderous intentions. It's such a shame. But I did switch the swords, I swear. You're knee-deep in it now, Justice. You're up shit's creek now. Oh shit, oh my gosh, she's into sword, so you don't have to use a single sword to kill us? Excuse me. Let's see, you are, which one again? Benny, no, Bonnie? It's Bonnie? You were mixing the two names together, Your Honor. Oh, pardon me. And, do you have something you have to say, Bonnie? Yes, Your Honor. I'd like to testify. About what? The more I think about it, the less possible it seems. I don't believe Trucy killed Mr. Reyes. Bonnie? Hey, what the hell is a big idea? Such an incredibly gifted and talented magician would never commit murder. I refuse to believe it. What the hell are you talking about, you harebrained bitch? Keep your trap shut. I got a bag of baby carrots for you, so chew on those and shut the hell up. No. Fuck you. The fuck? Did you not just hear me? Trucy said something to me once. Huh? She said, no matter how scared you get, no matter how mean people are to you, you can't give in or give up. That's what being a professional magician is all about. Isn't that right, Tracy? That's right, Bonnie. I've always been afraid to stand up to Betty, afraid to defy her, so I did what she asked, or said, but when I saw Tracy today, she gave me strength. She's just gonna try and trick us again with her fucking magic. Hurry up, get this bitch out of here! Give her the death penalty! Ha 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 ha! Can I do the magic this out or whatever? Yeah. Seeing her courage, the way she kept smiling despite everything. She's just incredible. So I'm not gonna run away. I'm scared, but for once, I'm gonna be brave. Yeah, bye! How old are you? It's the power of love. It's touched Bonnie's heart. Yep, Tracy really is one magical girl. Bonnie, the topic of your testimony related to that thing that was bothering you. The thing you tried to tell us about in the lobby during recess? Yep, ever since I saw show footage, something's been nagging at me. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but something is off. I feel like something about it is different from what I saw on the stage. It must have been altered. I think they might have edited it. I wonder if what was shown on TV is really the same as what happened on stage. Of course it is, bitch. The show has only been performed once, after all. It can't show anything other than what happened on that stage yesterday. Objection! But Bonnie's testimony deserves our attention. We have to examine the show footage. What can we check it against? Do you have some other footage of the show? Well... I have some show footage. You do? One of the TV station's cameraman said he was a fan of mine. He kept his camera on me throughout the entire show. And then afterwards, he gave me the footage he shot as a present. He did? To tell you the truth, I thought it was kind of creepy, so I was gonna get rid of it. Please submit that footage into court. Now then, let's take a look at this new footage. Okay, so it's just gonna be on her, I guess. Look, how did they get that heart into, like... Because that's, like what? Like, this is in front of a live audience, right? Whatever. Ayo, bro. She's not illegal. Relax. Oh, this isn't showing Tracy. Yeah, it's not showing Tracy. What the hell is that? What the fuck? She ran to the camera? Wait, what? Wow. Okay then. He really did keep his camera behind the entire time, didn't he? I think this camera needs to keep his personal feelings out of his work. Well, defense, do you still believe this new footage is worth inspecting? Of course I do. Alright, so how are we gonna go about this? Let's try comparing the two. We just might find an inconsistency between them. Inconsistency, eh? Yep, two pieces of footage are of the same scene, so they should match up. But Bonnie felt there was something off on the original footage. So if we can pick out what's different between the two... How am I gonna pick out what's different between the two footages? I don't think we've ever done this before in the series. Your Honor, defense would like to compare these two pieces of show footage. Alrighty then, I will allow it. What a waste of time. Do you know how to compare the two pieces of footage? No, I've never done it before. I'll give you a little lesson then. How do you know how to do it? Use the buttons on the bottom screen to output to play black. Play black. Fast forward. Rewind. If you want to halt the playback, you can press the pause button. And by the way, if you fast forward or rewind when the playback is paused, you can do the slow frame by frame playback. Gotcha. So how do I switch between the two videos? Touch switch camera, top left. Now if you find different between two pieces of footage, put the cursor over what's different and present it to the court. Hmm. Okay. So, okay, I see. That's nice of them. It matches up the two videos. Okay. There's a point where she throws, like, cards at her or something. Hold on. Where is it? Right there. What the fuck are these cards? I don't remember throwing these. Look, you see that? Where do these cards come from? She's holding a sword, so how could she be throwing cards? But she's holding the sword right here. How? Wait, what? Doesn't make any sense. That was it. This is it right here. Taking a look at the scene compared to the video shot from the front. Oh, the playing cards don't appear in this video shot from the front. Hey, you're right. What's going on here? Miss Wright, what can you tell us about these playing cards? Oh, those? They're the card I threw when I do the sword switching trick. What? Mr. Justice, does this mean... Yes, it means the sword switching trick was cut from the TV show footage. So the footage was edited. Uh-huh. Precisely, with malicious intent. That is absurd. Well, we must get to the bottom of this right away. But if the TV station might still have the unedited footage, go see what you can find out. Yes, Your Honor. Hold it? What do you mean, hold it? What kind of fucking shoes are those? It's you. Now hold up, Your Honor. This is all just a big misunderstanding. Believe you me. You've got a chance to defend himself before you start pointing fingers. And who might you be? Right. Sorry about that. Got a little ahead of myself there. Here's my business card. Charmed to make your acquaintance, Your Honor. Oh, well, how very polite of you. It's lovely to meet you, Prosecutor Sadmati. Please take my card. A business card? Yes, I read about this custom among businessmen in the country. I've been familiarized myself with the various replies. How do you do, good sir? Or, what's crackin'... What's crack-a-lackin'? What's crack-a-lackin', homie, for example? Oh, you're from Take Two TV. What's good, my nigga? Come to think of it, I really like seen you on our television before. Yes, Raja Rettins, otherwise known as the Ratings Raja. He's a TV producer and appears on many of his own shows as of late. He is best known for his catchphrase, "Hang loose, baby." Oh my, so you're the Ratings Raja? Hang loose, such a baby. Nice court we got going on here. I never thought I'd get to meet you in person. Prosecutor Sadmati, how do you know so much about him? In preparation for this case, I watched all of his shows. I found the Ratings Raja Goes to Burger Barn of particular interest. It inspired me to visit that restaurant straight away to learn more about the local cuisine. What? You went to Burger Barn? Who the fuck would have thought? You must really want to try it, eh, buddy? 'Cause that line, whew. Compared to my aesthetic training, an hour's wait is nothing. I recommend the Southwestern burger with jalapeno jack cheese, by the way. I'm having a really hard time picturing him in a line for burgers. Anyway, Prosecutor Sadmati, just like enthusiasm for food aside, Miss Rettins, what is this misunderstanding you mentioned? Well, for starters, it's true that the footage was edited. You'll get your hands on this anyway, so I might as well show you unedited footage. It's a pretty long video, so I'll just show you this part with the playing cards. You can see the cards when Choosy spins around, so keep your eyes peeled. And that's where she's sword. He spins around and, putting out flying, everything that's supposed to be. It means the defendant really did swap swords in a trick. which means the sword Mr. Right thrust into the coffin was a rubber one. In other words, Mr. Right couldn't have killed Mr. Rias. Yeah, see... no. What do you mean? Well, Tracy definitely did swap swords, as you saw. So yeah, maybe she didn't kill Mr. Rias when she tapped the coffin. But that just means he was killed after he showed up pretending to be a corpse. So you're saying that up until that point, everything was going according to the script? If that's true, then when and how the fuck do you think he was killed? Because after the dragon set piece came dashing down. I say Tracy murdered Mr. Rias when she was hidden from view behind the set piece. She could have easily done it behind that huge dragon, nobody would be the wiser. And I guess it does kind of make sense. I see. Indeed, there is a ring of truth to your assertion. Yeah, bet. Plus, it's a suspicious looking shadow in the footage too. It's towards the end of the footage, just before the dragon hits the stage. Might be easy to just see for yourselves. I know what you're talking about. Right there. It's only for a second, so it's hard to catch, but look here. This bitch's shadow must be Trucy. She's using a steel sword she hid behind a curtain trying to trick to kill the victim. No, that's gotta be Mr. Hat, right? Now that you mention it, I suppose it does look that way. No. This witness is trying to ram his theory down our throats, Your Honor. No pause. And that's not all. Am I forgetting that the witness willfully edited the sword to switch out the foot of the footage? You see, there's your second misunderstanding right there, homie. Your Honor, would you mind if I testify about it? I've seen people testify on TV, and I've always wanted to try it. Yeah, sure, why not? Prosecutor Satamati, this is quite unexpected. It threatens to disrupt the karmic course of this case. Hey, lighten up, my man. You're gonna like what I have to say, promise. Alrighty then. However, if you do anything to nigger me, I swear to God I'll beat the brakes off you. Okay then, with his permission, please give us your testimony. You got it, my man. Yeah, bro. Get us work. Whoops. Footage is meant to be edited, I tell you. Scenes are spliced together, and long or boring scenes are cut out. All the stations edit footage this way. It wasn't like it was done maliciously or anything. It was just a coincidence that the particular scene was cut. It was intentional. Or what? You have some proof that I had an ulterior motive for editing that footage? Huh. Alright then, so you're saying it was a coincidence that the sword swapping scene was cut. That's right. Got the picture. Coincidence? Yeah, bullshit. Oh, an objection. How cool. Sure packs a lot more punch when you hear it live. Do it again. I want to get another shot from a different angle. My objection is not for your entertainment. And cut. There you go. Got some good stuff right there. Miss Ren's filming is prepared a bit inside the courtroom. Whoops, my babby. And if the defense has an issue, it can point it out during its cross-examination. I got you, my guy. Round 1. Really? Never heard anybody say that. It's common knowledge in the TV world. Got any idea what snooze cruise would be to watch a magic show without editing? A magic show like that one, anyway. Damn, that was pretty cold. Anyway, editing is what makes TV worth watching. You do have a point there. Are you saying you thought there was boring scenes in Mr. Right's magic show? You gotta ask, that script presentation deserves a place on the cutting room floor. Broadcasting the mess as is would have been a complete disaster. That's why I had to edit the footage. This is what TV Men does. What didn't you like about the show exactly? The whole thing, it was just made a snooze fest. Maybe comic book like you don't get it. The show's only good as how loud, how flashy, and how trashy it is. It was plain loud and flashy on its own. All you did was add the trash. Okay. Yeah. It wasn't maliciously, you say, but I get the distinct impression that you bear feelings of ill will towards Chuka Mary. Huh? What makes you think that? The things that you yourself have said. You'll see. I'll dig up the dirt and expose the dark secret behind that sweet smile. Fools can marry magicians are all a bunch of lowlives. And I also get the impression that you've felt this way for a long time. Words such as those can be interpreted in many different ways. For example, though I bear the defense no ill will, I would not hesitate to say that he is a good-for-nothing piece of shit. You bear me no ill will? Could have fooled me. And yet, it is the truth. I am only strict on you as if you have strayed from your path. If you have any objections, young Justice, please make a case with evidence in the future. Okay. Well, as you could have cut, why the sword searching trick? That seems like too much of a coincidence. Oh, so now you're gonna tell me I'm supposed to edit my program as a big shot? It's hard being the boss, kid. Gotta make tough choices, like which content gets cut. Let me ask you this. Why exactly did you make such a tough choice in this case? You wouldn't understand, champ. It's all about artistic vision. I tell you, people tell you how to do your job and they don't know the first thing about it. I mean, I don't do TV, but I know evidence of law. And boy, do I have something for you, champ. I might not be able to show that your selective editing was intentional. However, I know that you bear the defendant in will, and this is the evidence that proves it. The fuck is this? Oh, the clipboard. Huh? That got there. This is the contract you had Miss Wright sign just before the magic show. This contract between the first party, Take-Two TV, and the second party, Miss Wright, reads: if, through the fault of the second party, the show must be cancelled in part or in full, the second party will pay $3 million as compensation to the first party. $3 million? No. That's a completely unreasonable sum. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. And of course Miss Wright doesn't have that kind of money. Nevertheless, Mr. Roger Renz had her sign this unreasonable contract anyway. Or more accurately, he conned her into signing it. Conned her? How did he do that? There's a trick to this clipboard that was used by Miss Wright to sign the contract. It houses carbon paper that can secretly copy her signature onto other documents. Oh, come on now. That's quite a nasty accusation you're slinging by my way. For starters, you don't have any proof I had anything to do with that carbon paper stuff. Just because you see underneath, so you can't pay that up, doesn't mean I conned her. But $3 million? That's totally out of reach for the average person. In any case, this is important information. Please add it to your testimony. Right? You signed it. Of course not, though. Oh my fuck. This clipboard's yours, though, isn't it? Well, it belongs to the TV station anyway. Not much I know. Maybe there's no prop for one of our TV shows that got used by mistake. Or maybe you used it on purpose to calm Miss Wright. Mr. Renz has already stated that he did not. Mr. Justice, please do not use this trial to try to get out of playing your agency's debt. But that's not what I'm doing. Proof Mr. Renz is connected to carbon paper, eh? Truth's signature was copied onto the fake contract. There must be an original contract that Truth actually did sign. Right, but Mr. Renz is too savvy to leave something out behind his evidence. What if her signature was copied onto more than just a fake contract? What, the fucking, prank paper? This thing? No. You must be quite a con man if you can fool a magician with a simple trick. But if you think you can con a lawyer, you've got another thing coming, my nigga. Hey kid, but could you enunciate in front of the camera? You know, like a newscaster. I'd like you to take a look at Miss Wright's signature here on this note. Now let's compare that signature to the one here on this contract. Wow, would you look at that? They're exactly the same. Uh-huh. That's right, Your Honor. Not just similar, but exactly the same. Nobody can sign their name in exactly the same way twice, unless it's a copy. These signatures are proof positive that you conned Miss Wright. And they definitely prove your malicious intent. Say, not bad, William man. Didn't know you had it in ya. This is really getting interesting now. You'll get great ratings for sure. Don't try to dodge this shit, bitch. The fact is that you bear ill will against my client. So the show footage was definitely edited with malicious intentions. Isn't that right? What a forced argument defense. All you have really proven that his is not his ill will towards Miss Wright, but his pecuniary greed? That's right, I just wanted money, baby. Fast sack of cheddar, that's all. After all, I never even crossed paths with Tracy before the Sonic show. So I'd have absolutely no reason to bear her any ill will, right? He didn't bear any ill will towards her, eh? Bullshit, this guy definitely has some major hate for her. You'll see, I'll dig up the dirt and expose the dark secret behind that sweet smile. I can't prove it with anything, but the things he said are all pointing out to the fact. There's gotta be something between the two of them that gave birth to this grudge. Some sort of connection that not even Tracy's aware of. Your Honor, I'd like to argue that Roger Reddens and Tracy Wright must have crossed paths before. There must be some hidden connection between them. Hidden? Connection? What is it now? What are you getting at, young Justice? It is futile to even ask, Your Honor. Surely it is just another one of the defense's feckless claims. Not this time it isn't. You don't have a very high opinion of me, but once you hear my argument, you'll wish you'd take me a whole lot more seriously. Will I now? Alrighty then, please proceed. You figure something out, Apollo? Nope, not really. What? That was just some good old-fashioned bluffing, courtesy of young Wright's fine training. I hope you know what you're doing. If you're gonna make such a bold claim, Mr. Justice, I hope you're ready to back it up. What is this hidden connection between the defendant and Roger Reddens? They're dating. I'm absolutely gonna get able to game over this for this. I don't even like to imagine this, but could it be possible the two of them are dating? If Mr. Reddens and Miss Wright were in a relationship. Oh, that's good. Yeah, we would love secret loyal to dish out. Yes, Tracy and I love each other so much. She's gonna introduce me to her father sometime real soon. Tracy would never fall for a guy like you. In not a million years. Mr. Justice, are you aware that you're objecting to your own argument? Sorry, Your Honor, but when I saw Mr. Reddens' antics, I just had to speak out. Yuck, bro, move. Personally, I can't say that I blame you for wanting to do that. But you're the one who came up with such a disturbing idea in the first place. Alright, bro, alright. Okay. So for this time, he's a magician too. That sleight of hand trick Mr. Reddens did during the recess earlier. Who's parents on the courthouse? Do you want to get a bailiff on you, ass? Sure. Huh, Phil, man, what you talking about? Hang on, the camera on me. What if Mr. Reddens is a magician too? What if? I believe that's the defense to fill in the blanks, not me, bitch. Well, if he is, he may have some contact with Miss Wright somewhere along the way. Your argument is hardly worth responding to. But by all means, please do continue. As a passenger in the sacred scriptures of Corinthian states, he who gives a sermon to a monkey is himself a monkey. Yeah, it doesn't matter what you say to Dimwit. He ain't gonna get it anyway. But we saw Mr. Reddens perform a magic trick. He made his video camera disappear in the blink of an eye. Well, I think it would be pretty funny if I were a magician. You must have been seeing things, man. Want me to go introduce you to Good Eye Doctor? If a connection as tenuous as that is all it takes, then every magician in this country could potentially bear ill will towards the accused. Man, you're not the sharpest knife in the drawer. I just sure to. You would do well to cleanse that dumbass mind of yours in the holy waters of Mount Pony. 3 days under Fisher Waterfall, and even you should rise to the little monkey. Ha ha ha! A numbskull for a numbskull. Ugh. Well, this numbskull has thick skin, so there. I give up to driving at. Even if he's a magician, it's not exactly a reason to bear any grudge against Trucy, is it? Hold on a second. I can think of one person, one magician who has a reason to bear a grudge against Trucy. Or rather, one magician who has to bear reason. Who has to. What? No way! Is something wrong, Mr. Justice? Your Honor, the defense wishes to submit evidence at this time. Ah, fuck. Evidence points to the real killer, the one who had a motive to commit this crime. What? Lord help me with this one. And what have you come up with this time defense? Trucy Wright is the sole heir to the Troupe Gameri and its name. This puts her square in the crosshairs of one particular magician. What the fuck? Like what? Sure, I'm just gonna present this poster. And who exactly are you naming, Mr. Justice? 13 years ago, the great Mr. Rias belonged to Troupe Gameri, but then the troupe ousted him, and Mr. Rias vowed to get revenge on them someday. And what better way to accomplish that than through the ruination of their sole heir? Mr. Rias is the victim, Mr. Justice. You named a dead man as your suspect. But is he really dead? What do you mean, is he really dead? If the fact that Mr. Rias is the victim is what's throwing you off, then how do we consider this possibility? What if the man who died on that stage yesterday wasn't Mr. Rias? What, you mean the victim was an imposter? No, not Mr. Rias. Then what about the real Mr. Rias? Uh-huh. You mean that the real Mr. Rias is still alive? That's absurd. Dude, what the fuck, dude? Oh shit, that means the victim was fake, that was an imposter. Mr. Justice, who is real Mr. Rias if not the victim of this case? It must be fucking... It's all coming together now. I finally see the gimmick. The trick to this entire case. This should explain everything, Your Honor. The real killer. The one who hated Troupe Gameri and wanted to slay its name. The magician lurking in the shadows who set up a fake Mr. Rias in his stead. The real Mr. Rias is Trucy Wright, and it's probably this dude. But that's yes it is Roger motherfucking Rettins, or should I say Mr. Rias? What? Him? Oh shit! Oh my god, that's Mr. Rias! Oh holy shit! Oh, hollow red pepper, your impotent seeds sprout naught but meaningless, empty words. You can't possibly have proof to support such an outlandish theory. It's not a bad idea for a soap opera, but not even die-hard fans of the drama stick around past the pilot. You want proof? Alright, I got proof. I could prove it by proving that Mr. Reese in yesterday's magic show was a fake. And to do that, I just need to look at this spot on the poster. Wait. I don't have the fucking picture. How do you... This... Oh my god, this is the same thing that happened in the last case. I don't have the picture of what you just showed before me, so I can't compare it. So now I just have to guess. I just have to guess now. Are you shitting me? Well... The scar. Probably. Give me that! This is the injury Mr. Reese sustained while practicing a magic trick 13 years ago. However... The video of the victim's shot of himself shows no trace of that injury. Oh my, you're absolutely correct. Now, Mr. Renz, what do you suppose we'd find if we took a look at yours? Is there by chance a nasty 13-year-old scar on that sleeve of yours? Well, bitch, why don't you roll up your sleeve and show us? Or are you hiding something else up there? Come on now, I have nothing on my sleeve. I don't need to hide anything up there, because I require no tricks or gimmicks. For you see, my magic is the real deal. Is this what you were hoping to see? Oh, there it is, the scar. Just as I thought. That's right, I am the forgotten magician, abandoned to the dark understage of history. The great Mr. Reese. Whoa, this is totally absurd. Oh shit, oh my god, it's actually Mr. Reese. Ironic, wouldn't you say, that this odious mark carved into me by Drugamary will bring me back into the limelight once more. Strange that the current fits before me. If the witness is the real Mr. Reese, then who is the victim who perished in the magic show? He's been a fan. Met him on my program several years ago. He said he'd become a magician out of admiration for the great Mr. Reese. In confidence, I told him my true identity and let him take on my mantle. And when this man took over for you, about 2 years ago, I taught him my tricks, even acted as a producer. And so a mere amateur became a popular magician overnight, courtesy of magic, as on the stage we'd call television. Hope you enjoyed the show. No. You really had us all fooled. Mr. Renz, or should I say, Mr. Reese, in your hatred of Drugamary, you killed the victim, Mr. Mystery, and then sent Miss Right to take the fall, didn't you? You did it all just to tarnish the Drugamary name. Well, I have no idea what you're talking about, laddie. I accept the prank, that much is true, but it was simply a harmless joke on Trucy, I assure you. Yet she learned of the plan and made use of it to commit murder. That's how strongly the criminal element runs in the blood of these Drugamarys. But if it was a secret prank, oh my... Woo! If it was a secret prank that very few people knew about, couldn't you have been the one to use it for murder instead? Gah! Ah! Ah! His head! Just kidding. What the fuck was that? Heed my words, young lad, for I fear grasp of reality is slipping. I do believe I told you that magic is real. It employs neither tricks nor gimmicks. Enough with the ambiguous bullshit. Just make your point already. My alibi is pristine as ever. Wouldn't you agree, Prosecutor Satamati? Yes, I suppose that is correct. The witness does have a solid alibi. What? Recall the fact that at the time of the magic show, Mr. Renz was at Take-Two TV. In fact, that many people can easily attest to. Ugh, damn, I forgot about that. So what do you think, Your Honor? Would you let me testify on that matter? Yes, I think you better. Get to work, bro. I'm gonna expose you. Whoa, he's got fire in his hands. I was at the TV station at the time of the Primus performance. I was busy working on another TV program. I could not spare time for the magic show. Do you ask my staff if you doubt my claim? And there it is, a simple and perfect alibi. No tricks, no gimmicks, just the truth. Fuck. Looks pretty difficult. You understand now, perhaps? I did not grace the theater with my presence until after the incident. So how could I have committed the murder? Step this sterilization. So it sure does sound like a rock-solid alibi. But that can't be right. If Mr. Renz is a killer, he had been at the theater. There's gotta be a hole somewhere in his testimony. No tricks, no gimmicks. True magic doesn't need trapdoors to escape through. Do enjoy my show to the fullest. And my real alibi. Alrighty then. Round 2. Alright, time to hold it on everything. But you did come to the theater eventually, didn't you? Indeed. Anxious to see how the show was progressing, I made my way to the theater. Let's see, my journey took about 10 minutes by car. Could he actually have been at the theater during those 10 minutes, killing the victim? Ho, let me just stab at the reading your mind. Aha. Could I have been at the theater during those 10 minutes, killing the victim? How the hell? But no, I took a taxi. The driver can attest to that. Feel free to call the taxi company if my worry does not satisfy you. The driver is a big fan of the Rings Raja. I even gave him my card. He gave his driver his card? That's pretty clever of him. You know very well during the time of the incident. What was this other TV show you're working on? Not such a project, you see. Well, this is more appropriate. It's Rings Raja's special production. Yeah, hang loose, baby. Called Desperation Regeneration. He switched personas just to say that. What's the show about? Washed up, hazardous singers and comedians get together and play musical chairs. The winner of the game is given a second chance at their career. A priceless prize for chumps who wash up too late in life. Sounds great, right? I suggest you appear on that show, Mr. Justice. As the exploit he used to make ridiculous bluffs in court, and faded sadly into obscurity. And let the Rings Raja produce my TV debut? Yeah, not in hell. You got great reactions. Who knows? TV might be your true calling. Bitch, whose side are you on? So how do we know that those staff members aren't in cahoots with you? I'm making my business grow solo. My magic has neither need nor want of assistance. After all, one of them could reveal the secrets behind my magic, could they not? So he doesn't trust anybody, eh? He's the complete opposite of Trucy. There are many people there in the studio audience who saw the winners as well. Even if he had been able to create his almost have to cover for him, he could not have convinced so many complete strangers to do the same. He really has made a rock-solid alibi for himself. Yeah, it's almost too good, you know? It's eerie how perfect it is. I've got it. Do you have a brother? A brother that looks exactly like you, maybe? Get with the twins business, man? You think the odds will let you get away with that? Using some dumbass coming twice in a row? If you do not believe in defense, why not investigate for yourself? Though I am sure your efforts will prove to be thoroughly fruitless. Because Twin 3 is a little far-fetched. This alibi. It's so airtight. I believe we've heard enough. While I believe the witness does indeed harbor some ill will against the defendant, there is no reason to doubt that he was at the TV station at the time of the incident. Yes, the facts prove it was impossible for the witness to have been involved with this crime. Ugh. These last fights for the victim have dragged on long enough. The soul of the victim himself is so bored that it's resting on top of Your Honor's head. It is? The time has come. Let us punish the sinner and guide the victim's soul to the shadow realm. Apollo, Drew's gonna be thrown in prison, and we'll be out of a job. But if you catch tasty fishies, will you sell me some at a good price? But bitch, I have zero intention of going off on a tuna boat. Think, Joseph, think. You gotta figure this out. It's no use. I can't find a single flaw. So what now? Haha. Behold my never-ending magic show. Come for the awe-inspiring showmanship of the great Mr. Reyes, and stay for my grand illusion until the end of time. Ah ha 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 ha. Wait, is he saying that we're still trapped inside some sort of illusion of his? That's what professional magicians do. They make the eye see something that isn't really there. So in other words, you make us see illusions, right? We call it misdirection. While they keep you busy believing one thing, we're busy making something else happen. What we say is there really isn't, and what we say isn't there actually is. Could it be? You know what, Mr. Rentz? I guess we have all been spectators to the elaborate illusion you've prepared for us. An illusion that has suddenly turned our attention towards something you want us to see. What you going on about, laddie boy? You got something, Apollo? I just remember something Teresa said about misdirection. What a magician says is there really isn't, and what they say isn't there actually is. If we've all been taken for a ride by Mr. Ren's magic, then maybe he's made us see something that wasn't really there. It's time to rethink all my assumptions about this case. What have you made to believe was there when it actually wasn't? What have we been taking to the absolute facts of this case? If I reevaluate the validity of all these things, then just maybe... Athena. There's something uncanny about this case. Okay, what is it? Ren's alibi. It's too perfect. That's true. It's like it's impossible to break, no matter how hard we try. But maybe that's the trick. Maybe that's exactly what he wants us to think. I'm not exactly following. Trust me, I'm not either. We're not making any headway here because we're being keeping focused on breaking his alibi. I think I get it. You're saying he's using misdirection on us, right? It's a possibility. Would defense care to share with everyone what is discussing over there? Your Honor, we believe that if we were to reconsider a certain assumption, we may finally arrive at the truth. In fact, I think we'll eventually see who's hiding behind the curtain, so to speak. And what is a certain assumption you're thinking of? This is the one he's been taking for granted this whole time. His guilt, the culprit was on scene or the crime scene. The culprit was on scene? What, the crime scene? Let's say the crime scene. I mean, it's a stage, right? Fuck. Alright, I got it wrong, but you know what I mean? Anyway, if Fitzman's body was, brought the victim's body to the theater after the fact, I thought maybe it was like, oh, it was like behind set piece. Were that true, then what about the body witnessed during a show? Don't you know it's sweet to ask how trick is done? Okay, bro, my bad. Okay, so the culprit was on scene. Oh, that's what it means. What if the culprit was somewhere other than the theater at the time of the crime? What if there was some way to commit the murder without actually being there? If that were the case, then Mr. Ren's perfect alibi would become irrelevant. How could one person stab another to death with a sword without physically being there? Furthermore, we all saw what appears to be the culprit's shadow in the footage. But couldn't we just as easily assume that the shadow does not belong to the culprit? Well, if it's not the culprit, then whose is it? I'm not 100% sure yet, but I'm pretty sure I'm on the right track. We've all seen something that looks like this shadowy shape before, Your Honor, during the magic show itself. In that case, please point it out in the show footage for us. Right. It's Mr. Hat, right? It's him. Pause, 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 pause. That's him. Right? Are you serious? Crazy, dude. Or wait, oh, am I trolling? Hold on. Right there. I supposed to click this thing? Is that what it was? Oh my. Doesn't the shadow resemble this suspicious Saturday figure? Now that you mention it, it does, doesn't it? Miss Wright, could you identify the shadow for the court? Let's see. I believe that's Mr. Hat's shadow. Right. It's from when he was being pulled up from the stage to the catwalk over here by wire. Then could the shadow be what's shown later in the footage Mr. Hat beating Mr. Hat too? No, that's not possible. After Mr. Hat was pulled up to the catwalk, he stayed there. In other words, the second shadow is from some other figure being pulled up. Some other figure? I'm afraid we need to be more specific than that, Mr. Justice. He's right. We've come this far. I'll have to figure it out from the clues I've had on hand. I don't know. I have absolutely no clue. Or is it him? That's why that harness was there, huh? If we consider what was happening on the stage at the time, there's only one answer. The shadow belonged to the fake Mr. Rias. In other words, Mr. Man of Mystery, the victim. Please take a look at the prank plan script. Mr. Mystery was to pretend to be dead and then fly up into the air after that. Isn't that right, Mr. Rettens? Indeed. And what of it? I can tell that that's exactly what happened. The victim was wearing a stunt harness around his waist. It was most likely attached to a stunt wire so he could be pulled up into the air. So you're suggesting that after pretending to be dead in a coffin, the victim flew up into the air just as the prank script says? Exactly. We just couldn't see him go flying up because the dragon was blocking our view. And that last trick, ladies and gentlemen, is a true piece de resistance of the what the fuck? Of the Corpus Murderous Magic Show. Like, don't tell me. You've got it all figured out? Yep, I think so. If we just took beyond Miss Wren's last bit of misdirection, we should be able to finally see the real truth. The victim must have been pulled up to this catwalk, just like Mr. Hat. And hit the cushion up there with considerable force. I just need to figure out what has happened up there at the time. Are you ready to elaborate, Mr. Justice? Yes, Your Honor, I'm ready. In that case, please answer me this. Why did the culprit make the victim fly up into the air like that? To murder him? Give me that. Just why did the culprit have the victim fly up after he appeared in the coffin? And how did the victim actually die? When he was only pretending to be dead in the coffin? If we can figure out how these two questions relate, the answers should become clear. Could it be? Mr. Mystery must have thought he was still just a part of the prank when he appeared on stage. He probably didn't suspect a thing as he was being pulled up into the air. After Mr. Wright was called backstage, and just as if he fell. But the culprit had already planted the real murder weapon in a cushion in the catwalk. It was probably a knife or blade of some sort. What? You mean... Yep, it was really a magical murder. Just as the prank script said, Mr. Mystery was whisked up into the air. And straight into a blade there in the catwalk. Alright, so that's completely wrong. That was cool. In other words, this murder was committed remotely through the use of a magic trick. What? Remotely? Using this method, it wouldn't matter where Miss Renz was at the time of death. Gah. Oh shit, remotely, wow! But how exactly does it work, Mr. Justice? Whoa. Just before the murder occurred, the dragon set piece was up in the catwalk. And Mr. Man of Mystery were connected to each other by a wire at the time. Oh! By carrying out the prank plan, Betty made the dragon set piece fall, which caused Mr. Mystery to rocket straight up and into the blade in the cushion. Interesting. The cushion was high up enough to be hidden from the audience's view. That's why nobody saw the blade. Oh, and that big gash in Mr. Hat's cape. Uh-huh. The blade must have been set up overhead but something before the magic show. Mr. Hat must have been slashed by it too when he was pulled up to the cushion. Bonnie? I don't know, Betty. I can't believe it. I had no idea. I was told that Trucy would freak out if I made the set piece fall. That's the only reason I did it. You were used, Betty. Roger Drenton's used you. I thought he was my little puppet to boss around, but it was the other way around. After the incident occurred, Mr. Rentz arrived at the theater. He got the murder weapon and swapped the rubber sword with the bloodied steel one. That's also when he lowered the victim's body down to the stage. But how did he have time to do all that? When the set piece fell, the audience was evacuated from the building. He was able to do all those things after the fact because there was no one around to see. A horrific murder camouflaged by a spectacular magic show. That sounds like the kind of murder only a magician could pull off. As long as the shadow proceeded as it was scripted, Mr. Mystery was doomed to die. That's why it was you, Mr. Rent, who killed the victim, all the way from the TV station. This prank plan, or should I say, murder plan, proves your murderous intent. Nigga! That really said nigga. Grammary! You got it, bro. Enough. You dumb piece of shit. Motherfucking cuck, coon, motherfucking New York sewer rat, shit-eating putrid red pepper. Jesus, dude. He can't possibly have counter-argument to make. Talk about not knowing when to let it go and move on. Do you have a rebuttal or something, Prosecutor Satamati? No blade of any kind was found in the catwalk, which means you have no evidence to support your theory. But Mr. Renz retrieved it after the fact. Shut up. Which still leaves you with no way to prove your wildly fantastic remote murder theory. But without proof, does it not make more sense to believe that the murder was committed there on the stage? That's where the blood-stained sword was found, after all. That is a very good point. As the only person who could have committed the crime there on the stage, Trucy Wright remains the prime suspect. It would appear that what you call truth is little more than a cheap parlor trick. In the end, you have done nothing to prove the accuser's innocence. It is time at last to let it go. Let it go. Are you seeing this, magnifique Grammary? My magic is exacting punishment on your granddaughter. The Grammary name is fucked. Apollo, we got him with a decisive piece of evidence here. I know, that's just what I was thinking. Mr. Justice, do you or do you not have anything to prove that the witness committed this remote murder you proposed? Of course I do. This entire incident was carried out exactly according to the script. Right, so theoretically, there should be no evidence for us to find or use. which means our best bet is to see if something unscripted happened. There's gotta be something Renz couldn't have foreseen. And once I find it, that's how I'll expose the murder's trick. Get ready, Mr. Renz, because I'm about to reveal a secret to your magic. There are no tricks or gimmicks here, just some good old-fashioned logic. Okay, we're going into the logic dive. As long as the magic show when it's scripted, the murder will happen without fail. Everything in this case was carefully planned so that no evidence would be left behind. Still, one thing happened that definitely wasn't in the plan. What part of the magic show wasn't a part of the original script? Bonnie's mistake. That's what I thought. That was what I was thinking. Whoa. This is kind of... Bonnie made a mistake during Tree's escape trick. What mistake did Bonnie make during the escape trick? Her life choices. His positioning. His positioning. His hat was placed in the wrong spot. Because Bonnie placed Mr. Hat to the right of the coffin instead of to the left, Treacy had to reappear on the side of the coffin opposite to the one in the show's script. But the culprit didn't know that when he first arrived at the theater, which means he was bound to make a slip up when he tampered with the crime scene. Which part of the crime? The edited show footage? What the fuck? But how did the blood have something to do with Treacy's position? How would the blood be affected by your position? Because the coffin didn't move. I mean, the blood was on the wrong side of the coffin. Thinking Treacy had appeared on the left, the culprit must have put blood on the left hole. Oh, because there's two holes. Because there's two trapdoors. But the blood was eventually discovered in the right hole during the police investigation. If the killer had originally put blood on the left side, that means he must have tampered with the scene again afterwards to make a line up with the facts. To make this crime scene consistent with the facts, the culprit must have swapped coffin sides. I guess the culprit swapped the coffin sides. Dun 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 dun. The left and right panels of the coffin are interchangeable. The culprit must have switched two panels to make the bloodstain fit the facts. But the switch might have also given rise to something unnatural. I remember now. There was something unnatural about the coffin. It's just the evidence I need. The handprints? Fingerprint handprints? Sorry, Mr. Renz, but I have some very conclusive proof of your guilt. No to bluff, eh? There's no way of anything of the kind. Magic is real, no No, bitch. There are tricks and gimmicks to it, just like any other illusion. What? After the murder, you switched the left and right panels of the coffin, didn't you? Gah. And because you did, you left behind something very unnatural for us to find. This proves that Roger Redden's tampered with the crime scene after the murder took place. The fingerprints, right? Yep. Get off me. The fingerprint results. What about the fingerprint is unnatural? Let's take a look at the prints the victim left inside the coffin, shall we? If the victim was facing forward in the coffin, his prints should have looked like this. However, what we found... Right, they were left-handed prints. Or were they? No, they're right-handed, but... Okay, no, I know what I'm talking about. It's quite unnatural for the print to be facing this way, wouldn't you agree? Gah. It is strange, isn't it? But how did they get this way? They got this way because the culprit thought the magic show had gone according to the script. The culprit thought Mr. Hat would be on the left side of the coffin. And that Mr. Right, no, Miss Right will also pop to the left of the coffin, as per the show's script. He then assumed that she had thrust the sword into the hole on the left side of the coffin. That's why he put the blood in the left hole when he was trying to cover up his crime. But sometime after leaving the bloodstain, the culprit must have realized his mistake. He found out that, due to Bonnie's mistake, Mr. Hat was to the right of the coffin. And that despite the script, Miss Right had thrust the sword into the hole on the right. In short, the hole with the blood in it was on the opposite side of the one Treacy had used. To make the blood's location fit the facts, he had to tamper with the evidence yet again. So he tried to cover his tracks by switching the coffin's left and right panels. Oh, and that's how the fingerprints in the coffin ended up backwards. Because the culprit switched the two side panels around. Exactly. The prints ended up facing the opposite direction. But instead of going to all that trouble with the panels, why didn't the culprit just wipe the blood away and redo it on the other side? No, no, no. I'm afraid that wouldn't have worked, Your Honor. Because of a little something called luminol testing. Oh, right. Luminol. I almost forgot. Luminol can take trace amounts of blood, even if it's wiped away, right? Exactly. Wiping the blood away would have only served as proof of his meddling. How about it, Mr. Rettens? I did a pretty good job figuring out your trick, didn't I? Gah. Tracy Wright could have done the same just as easily. You have no proof that it was this witness who tampered with the evidence. Yeah, bullshit, I don't. Ah, but I do have proof, my nigga. What? A person who was in the magic show would never have made the mistake of putting the blood on the wrong side. Least of all, Miss Wright surely would have remembered she was on the other side. Oh my, you're absolutely right. Why, you motherfucking... I'm sure you realize by now, Prosecutor Satomati, that your claim that Miss Wright is a culprit just doesn't hold up. Feh, you and the accused are most... Shut up, bitch. Miss Wright and I... Because I think you're the one with the ticket there for trying to convict an innocent girl. Prosecutor Satomati, how the fuck did you body yourself? You comboed yourself. As for the true culprit, he is someone who knew how the show was supposed to go, but didn't actually see it. And someone who had the chance to tamper with the crime scene after the incident. And the only person who fits that bill is you, bitch. Rameri. All the secrets to your tricks have been revealed. And with no tricks left, I'm afraid your show has been cancelled. Bitch. All my secrets have been revealed, you say? Don't make me laugh, boy. Mine is a true, real magic. There are no secrets to reveal. Behold, ladies and gentlemen, the true power of the great Mysterious. One is a magic far greater than true Gameri's. Burn. Crumble. Fall to my furious flames. The great Mysterious will bring an end to you all. And now for the final heir to the Gamerian name, right here, right now. You too shall Huh? No, this isn't right. No, I didn't do anything wrong. No, it's not my fault. I'm not the one to blame. I'm the victim here. Stop, no. Fuck you, Gameri. Okay then. Those damn Gameris. It's all because of them. Even now they wound me. Fuck them all. Do you really hate us that much? Does your hatred run that deep? Deep enough to kill an innocent man? You're damn right it does. You have no idea what humiliations I had to suffer. Your grandfather, Magnific Gameri, kicked me out after I got hurt practicing my magic. He said I was too unskilled, that I would mess up on stage. He threw me out of the troupe just because he was worried about his own reputation. Since I was but a child, it was always my dream to become a great magician. But that Magnifi, he took it all from me. But that's no excuse. There's no reason to do something so evil. Magic was to make people happy, not use as a means for murder. What's the big deal? I just used what I had available to me, that's all. I get it now. That attitude towards magic is why my grandfather kicked you out. You don't deserve to call yourself a magician. Don't deserve? I don't know about that. After all, you were completely taken in by my magic, were you not? If not for that lawyer over there, you would be on your way to prison as we speak. You're right. I didn't see through your tricks. See, so in the end, True Mary was defeated by the great Mysterious. You're not fit to lecture me from on high, Trucy, right? You don't even deserve to call yourself a magician, you naive greenhorn. Take that, Grimary, you lose. Bitch, if anyone needs to learn to let it go and move on, it's this nigga. This court and my prison can both burn in the flames of my creation. Babe, you can get this thing out of here. Bring fire here just to be safe. Whoo! It looks like we've reached the end. I feel as though I've been watching a grand magic show. It was close, but we just barely made it through somehow, like in every case. Huh? Why should she look so down? Miss Wright. Yes, Your Honor. I'm about to announce my verdict. Could I see that wonderful smile of yours? A smile which should entertain her as I do? Yes, Your Honor. Alrighty then. This court finds the defendant, Trucy Wright, not guilty. Woo! Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Ba ba ba. Ba 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 ba. Oh shit! Ow, my water! Fuck, that's cold. Woo! This case is over. Woo! April 28th. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. Thanks for everything, Polly. Oh, Trucy, grazie a Dio. Now you can open your show tomorrow, just as planned. Yep, it's all thanks to you too. Oh, but now that Mr. Reese is gone, I'll need to find someone to replace him. I don't like the way she's looking at me. Trucy, I'm so sorry about everything. But what are you apologizing for? Roger Wright has used us. We're victims too. You made me an accomplice for the murder. But Betty, we have to take some of the blame for this too, you know. Even if we didn't know he was playing any Compass Mystery, we did cooperate with him. It's all my fault, isn't it? Either one of you is to blame. The only one in the wrong here is the person who used magic to commit murder, Roger Rettens. You think I know that? Say what you want, but don't think for a second that I still don't hate you. I guess she really does hate me. But Betty, why? You used to be a huge fan of Trucy's. Hey, shut up! I've always hated her. Really? But if we hadn't seen Trucy's magic show, we would never would have tried to become professional magicians ourselves, right? Speak for yourself. But Betty, you still have her autograph from that bitch. Ah! Shut the hell up! Was she acting that way this whole time because she secretly loves Trucy? Well, Trucy, you never knew that being the best could be so tough. Come on, Bonnie, we're leaving. We gotta get ready for tomorrow's show. Haha, you're excited about performing Trucy again, aren't you? That's not true, so zip it, bitch. Polly, you think I really am? A naive greenhorn? Huh? No way, she's not. But after all, you were completely taken in by my magic, were you not? Not for that boy over there, you'd be on your way to prison as we speak. Damn, you're right, I didn't see through your tricks. Ha ha ha, you lose. XDDDDDD. Tracy, don't tell me you're taking Mr. Ren such a heart. Well, maybe a little. I didn't see through his tricks, and I let myself be taken in by his magic. I can't trust myself anymore. Maybe he was right to call me a greenhorn. You shouldn't take stock in his words. He doesn't even know the first thing about you. Huh? You're a wonderful grammarian magician. You should be proud of yourself. Thanks, Apollo. But what makes you say that? I know you're a wonderful grammarian magician because of this. Oh, fuck. There's my sensor bar. I'm assuming it's just a notebook. My grandfather's notebook? The Grammary Creed. A true entertainer always keeps a smile on their face. When you performed your magic trick in court today, you showed the world your dedication to your truth's creed. Even through all the jeering, you kept a smile on your face and won the crowd over. You were everything Magnific could have hoped for an heir. You're a great magician, Trucy. A great magician? Me? You really are. That's why. You don't have to worry about what Miss Wren said. Oh, Polly, thank you. Still, I could have done it without you. I would have lost my nerve if I had been alone up there. But I would come up smiling because of you. Me? I remember what you said to me in the detention center. After all, you're sure you swapped the swords, right? Yeah, I remember doing it. I just know it wasn't your fault, Tracy. But how can you say that? We don't have any proof that it wasn't me. I mean, I know you're a great lawyer, probably, but I believe in you, Tracy, and I believe in your skills as a professional magician. So I'm gonna prove your innocence. Don't worry, we've got this one. Think I missed this? Your words will kept me going. Apollo, thank you for What is wrong with me? That scared me. Tracy just smiles the best. I'm so glad I could help make that happen. Emma. I'm really sorry, Tracy, for everything. But why? Well, I wasn't able to convince Prosecutor Samadi what a good person you are. And I had to testify against you, too. You have nothing to apologize for. You were just doing your job. You're too kind. Oh, I don't know about... Huh? Is something wrong, Eva? Oh. Prosecutor Sadmadi. Am I even saying it's Sadmadi? Yeah. Wait. Sad Mad... No. Okay, never mind. I thought his name was a pun. What are you doing here? Detective Sky. Yeah? I require your forensic expertise in order to close this case. Come, let us go. Wait, Prosecutor Sadmadi. The trial is over, young Justice. You and I are strangers once more, with no further need to interact. Strangers? Have you really forgotten all about me? What? You've really changed, Nayuta. Telling me to let it go and shit. What the hell happened to you, man? A lawyer of impure soul. I have nothing to say to the likes of you. Are you serious, Nayuta? Now, if you will excuse me. There he goes. What the hell was that all about, Apollo? How do you know Prosecutor Sadmadi? Let's just say, we're old acquaintances. Acquaintances? Seem like something more than that. Yeah, well... You don't like to talk about your past, do you? Because you always change the subject. Guess I'll have to talk about it someday. But for now, come on, let's just forget about the past and let's celebrate Tracy's future. Sure, if you say so. Hey, it's getting right. Put on my speakerphone, Apollo. What's good, right? Apollo, how's Trucy? What happened to the trial? Did you not give your verdict? Right, relax. Everything's fine. I'm okay now. You're hilarious if you think I'm gonna say daddy. She was found not guilty in a very dramatic turnabout. Plus, we saved the office. It was a great victory for Apollo. Whew, that's a lot off my mind. Can't thank you enough, Apollo. Now I know I can trust you to hold down for any time. Me? For real? Yeah, you. You're a real full-fledged lawyer now in my eyes. A full-fledged lawyer? Still can't wrap my head around it. Thank God you're really gonna take care of everything. And thank you, Apollo. No need to go that far, Big B. Especially in front of everyone. Oh, and by the way, I won't be able to make it to tomorrow's show, so I was hoping you could go. You'd do that for me, won't you? Yeah, of course. I wouldn't miss it for the world. Full-fledged, eh? So, we asked you to come to tomorrow's show, eh? As my assistant, right? No, but you just have to go treat your wand. Alright, then I'll be sure to save you the best seat in the house, Polly. The best seat in the house. I really appreciate that thought, but... Good, then it's settled. Huh? April 29th. Penrose Theater Stage.
Objection!
I should have known. That this is what she meant. Magical Trucy right. Will not perform his greatest illusional yet. There are no tricks for getting seer, ladies and gentlemen. This is real magic. Wait a minute, you're kidding, right? There is a trick against it, right? I'm too young to die. Now then, Mr. Hat, you know what to do with that sword. No, wait, stop! Ah! Yeah, stab this way. And that's how the True Sync in Maryland ended on a rousing high note. With a big round of applause and Polly's ear-splitting screams. What kind of an ending is that? Good enough one. The end. Woo!